Today we want to talk about Rayton's Final Book. The system allows you to export your data whenever you want, wherever you want, and you can categorize your data. Also, it allows you to export your data directly or based on various filters, and later on have hyperlinks for each of your filters. Now, for example, I want to create a final book from the equipment. This is the list of my equipment. I can either export directly or I could group the information. But first, I'm going to filter my data. Now that I have filtered my data, I want to form groups based on the information. Later on, the system will create folders based on the grouping that I'm doing right now, which means the first one would be material group description, which gives us the type of the equipment. The next one is the subsystem, which again based on area and unit. Each equipment will have a subsystem. And we have the code. So the order would be material group description, the code, and the subsystem, as you can see right now. One of the best features of the system is that not only I can export data from the equipment itself, but also I can export the related data too. For example, from this form I could export the data related to the inspection notice, report, or the rest of the information. So for each of the equipment which I have filtered, I can export the data for these related information too. So right now I'm going to go ahead and create a package of this information. Now let's take a look at the folder that the system just created. As you can see, the system has created folders first based on the material group, then we have the tag number, and then we have the subsystem, exactly like the grouping that we defined. And right now you can see the related information for each equipment. The system intelligently exports the data based on the related data for each equipment. And right now you have the information of exported data. As you can see, the material group, tag number, subsystem, and their type, and also their hyperlink. So when I click on the link, I have the file opened for me. So this is how Rayton's Final Book works. As you can see, I can define various filters. I can group my information based on my needs, and also the system will create a hyperlink based on the grouping, and you can have the related information for each equipment, field inspection, the inspection reports, and so on. And this feature works all over the system, and as I mentioned earlier, you can have your data whenever you want and whatever you want.